YouTube, what's up? Here I'm going to be teaching you how to use a simple Twixtor. Here's the final effect. But it's still in effect. So what we're going to do here is create a new project. Then we're going to take my footage here that I'm going to be using for Twixtor, right here, Twixtor, drag it into your timeline, then find your clip that you need. I did a few weapons for this Twixtor test, so it takes me a while to find which footage I want. So cut your footage off from the timeline. Let me find it for a second. Okay. Cut it out. Delete that. Bring it back to the beginning. And then after that, cut the ending part out. And that's your main footage for now. So, here we go. This is how you start it. So what you want to do by starting is finding your point where you want to start your first Twixtor slow motion part. So what I'm doing is as soon as I take the clip out of the Barrett, I'm going to start it. So boom. Find the frame you want, the exact frame. Make a cut. You can either cut it or use a marker. I like to cut it because you can select the video right after it. So go to Video Filters, RA Vision Plugins, Twixtor. It's under Filters. I changed this to let's do 10. Yeah, and then all you have to do is render it. After you're done rendering, it should look like this. Kind of smooth, but kind of blurry. You gotta remember, guys, I'm still beginner. I'm not perfect. So after that, you want to find your part where you want to stop it. So then go up here, put it in 100%, render that. After you're done rendering that, it should look normal. Then you want to find your next point of slow motion. But first you want to find where it left off, because Twixtor takes a lot more room in the timeline than normal speed does. So you gotta find it. This may take a while. So you gotta find it by the frame. It's pretty hard. And here's a really bad thing that people always do. Whenever you meet a slow motion with the normal motion, you always start it at the next frame, not the same frame. You never want to do that. Then find your next motion of slow motion, or next portion of slow motion. Change it back to 10 again. Enter. Render it, and then you should have this. Find the point where you want to go back to normal speed. So cut that, change it back to 100, render that, and after you're done, you gotta find the timeline once again. So this is what it looks like so far. Perfect. So now this is optional. I decided to slow motion him pulling back the bolt. So I found the part where I want him to. Render that. Nope. Add Twixtor, 10%. After that, render it. Now, this is completely optional. So after you're done that, you want to pick the time that you want it to come out of the slow motion. So I bring it down here to the end of my video because I just wanted to see more of the timeline. So then I bring it out to the part where I want it to stop the slow motion, go back to normal speed, which is right here, so cut it. Change that back to 100, then once again render it. And then you gotta find the timeline of where it is. This one took me a while, so just hang in there. Yeah, just hang in there. This one took me a while. So make sure to find the clip, make sure it's one clip later So yeah, I couldn't really find the part where it was at that I wanted. So cut it, do whatever you need to get it the same clip, and after that you're pretty much clear. So make sure it's at the very next clip. And I was gonna take out one frame right there because it was the same, but I ended up failing at trying. So I just undid that. Yeah. So this wasn't completely serious. Like, nothing really is right now, seriously, to me. So after I cut that, oh, I did fix it, apparently. Then, after that, check it, make sure it's all good. And then once you're all good, you want to render. Oh, I found a mistake here, apparently. Yeah, make sure to triple check everything because there's a lot of stuff you can leave behind on accident. And after you're done with that, make sure you render so that you can view it. And it should look like that. That was a perfect match. I'm surprised it came out that clean. Then next step is to take out all the audio of from where you started to put in Twixtor, because the audio stays it goes normal speed. However, Twixtor slows it down. Now these are just final effects. You don't have to do these. What I did was I just added a fade in dissolve to the beginning. You don't have to do this, but it just adds more, personality to the thing. And I added the wrong cross thing to here. I was supposed to do that to the audio, so I undid that to the music. I undid that. Added my music, which happens to be Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult. Excuse me here. It started failing on me. I hate it when it does that. So, get on this track. Yay! So you want to find, and after that you want to sync it up after you've deleted part of it. You want to sync up the audio. So, that might take a while to the slow motion. After you synced it up, you should be pretty much good. The rest is just effects of your choice. So what I did was I added a fade into the music, and yeah, it looked pretty nice right there. So what I'm going to do now is cut the audio to where it ends and delete that part. Then add another crossfade out to the audio so we could have a nice clean outro. So set that to whatever you want. And then fade in, fade out. I think that adds like so much character to the video. So I'm just going to render this in front of you guys because it doesn't take that long. I think you can bear with me for that long. So once you've rendered this, you're basically done. So here's the finished product. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe.